Hello, today we're working on a variety of projects, and basically this is quick tips on different junk journaling techniques and paper crafting techniques. So let's just go ahead and get started. Here are some of my favorites. So I haven't, they're not really projects, but they're just things that I was working on off camera that I wanted to share. And let's see here. Okay, these are the ones. All right, so these are my 3 favorites, and I've never put them in anything in a journal because, of course, they're just too pretty to use. But actually I was thinking of creating a, what do you call it? This is my favorite. Creating a digital download in my Etsy shop of my favorites, and these would be kind of featured. But anyway, so those are fun. Here's another one I created, and actually it probably needs some of my matte. I use gel medium is what it's called, and then there's different brands. This is super heavy, but you can use any variety. You just want it to be matte gel medium. So those are the keywords, and then it could be any brand that you can get your hands on, and then you just kind of apply it. I usually do it with my finger, and I just rub it over the top. I get it a little bit in there, and I rub it over the top, and it's magically, when it dries, it's matte instead of high gloss. So, but the main tip is that this is just a black and white book page sort of background that I did. It was from a master board, and then I got some magazine cutouts of some red roses from the Birds and Blooms magazine. So if you can get your hands on those are the cheapest ones I can get. I can sometimes get them for 25 cents at thrift stores, so sometimes that is handy. So I thought that one turned out really cute. All right, this is another one that I did lately, and then this one, I can't decide if those are lemons or eggs. I guess this one has a little tip on it, but that one really looks like an egg. This one looks like a lemon. Anyway, okay, moving on. I did this cute little tag with the doily pocket on it. And then I had some little butterfly ones that turned out really cute. Okay, I did try out the spirograph on book pages. These are white book pages. I think maybe some, I don't know but anyway, this is what I came up with. They were kind of fun. So, I probably end up maybe cutting them out and gluing them on another piece. I think that would probably look best. And this one I did. Oh, excuse me. A little frame, yawning, wow. A little frame with the butterflies. So anyway, if you want to try a spirograph, that's pretty fun. Just a little idea. Okay, let's see. I did do this for a video. Hello. Okay, so I did this one for a video, and I ended up adding a little bit more. I've got a little bit of paper here and some book page from, I think that's a Sears catalog, and some cheesecloth. So that one looks a little different. I seem to do that where I get done and I get all my paper together, and then I go back and I do a few more embellishments. And I did a bunch of these, which are just little 2-sided paper. So it's a good 2-sided paper project where you fold it in half, and then you use maybe an X-Acto knife or your paper punch, if you have shape ones, to cut out an image. You can do it 1-sided or 2-sided. It's completely up to you. And then you can make it into a pocket that goes, I should show you. I've been trying to decide what I want to do with these, but here we go. Let's see here. Yeah, so you just put it like that, and then you go here and here, and then it's a pocket this way, and it's a pocket this way, and it also has a little window. So those are fun. I made a bunch of these, and like I said, good project for two-sided paper. I might do a video on those. Here's another two-sided one that came out really cute, which is a two-sided piece of paper that was bookmark size. And then I had this origami paper, which is this cream colored, so you can see it here as well. And after I punched out the scallop, I pasted that square origami cream color on this side. And then I did another punch out of an image from another piece of paper, totally random piece of paper that just happened to be also in the scallop shape. So the scallop is on top of this origami paper, as you can see here. And then I just framed it out. So very fun and cute the way that that turned out. So that's another fun one. So many ideas out there. We already did the spirograph, so we're gonna get rid of those. And before I forget, because this is the one thing I couldn't fit on my table here, was this tip. A lot of people have scoreboards, these little, and I do have one. It's under a pile. Let's see if I can dig it out. I said this is going to be quick tips. Scoreboard, you know, where they score pieces of paper and it's got the measurements there. Let's say you don't have one of these. The big ones are like $30, which is kind of expensive. So I've got an idea here to use your cutting paper, or, you know, what do you call it? The cutting mat can also be a really good reference. And then you just use your ruler, and let's see, I'm gonna do it like so. Get that even. And this is a crochet. So you basically want something with a crochet hook. You want something with, I hope you can see that, a rounded end. You don't want it to be pointy. So that's why I picked a crochet hook. I was also going to use an embossing tool but I couldn't find it. And then I thought, well, let's look for something else. So this way I give you two ideas. So there. So crochet hook or embossing tool, because the embossing tool is a rounded sort of ball point on the end. Not a ball. I mean, it's not like a pen, but you know, it's like a ball point, an actual ball. So we're just going to show you here. I take my ruler. I've got my measurement that I want. And just go down there. And I already did one, as you can see. And this is my second one. Alrighty. And then you have a really nice measured spine, or whatever it is you're intending to score. So that worked really, really well. We don't need scoreboards. All right, so that was a fun tip. Like that one. Crochet hooks are pretty handy and very, I don't know what the word is, like common, or there's a lot of them around. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a word for that. I can't think of it right now. That's okay. Okay, here's a fun tip that I thought about. So I have, to clean up my area, I have these baby wipes, but they always dry out because I don't use them that often. These are dry. So it's kind of disappointing. And then also, if you want to clean something up and you need to go get, you know, go to the sink and get a wet rag, and kind of a pain. So I figured out one day that I've got these little, I always keep this on hand, which is a little squirt bottle that is for my oxides. So basically you can spray it on the oxides and it sort of changes the texture, but I always have it on hand. So one day I'm like, hey, I can just clean up my area and I don't have to run and go get a wet rag. It's just right there. And I use my baby wipe. So, all right, that's my little tip. Hope you like it. It's like like the lazy man's tip. Okay, so one more. This one's kind of, so I have these opaque markers and I love them. And actually I'm gonna put the link to them. I bought them on Amazon and this is my reminder so I don't forget. Oh, I wrote it on there already. Silly me. Okay, so I'll put the link in the description. And I love them because they're opaque. So you can use them on dark colored paper and they still show up. Let me give you an example. Here's some dark paper. Here. There we go. So as you can see, they are thick, so they're not fine point, but I love them because they can add a little emphasis. So my little tip for using these one little feature is maybe a border around the edge to give it a little bit of a, and these are metallic. I hope I'm in screen there. So they can give a little bit of a sparkle, just a little shine. And if you're into mixed media, they are good for highlighting different items. And maybe used in place of distressing around the edges. I'm just gonna go all the way around. There, and that just gives it a little bit of a different look. You can use different colors. I have like gold. It's kind of a coppery one, but see how it works. I was trying to pick out ones that didn't have any inking around the edge, but it was hard to find, it turns out. In my stash of finished items. Let's see, maybe a silver. Let's try the silver on this one. We got a little unhappy puppy. She says, well, why aren't you laying down next to me and taking a nap? Oh, I need a little glue reinforcement here. A little piece of paper up. There we go. Yeah, sometimes I think she thinks that I'm just there to be her comfy bed. But sometimes I need to get up and do things. I have 3 dogs, but one of them is quite attached to me. And I'm pretty attached to her too. Okay, and then we'll just go on the outside edge too. Yeah. So that adds a nice, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but a nice silvery sparkle to it. So I really like that. Losing my voice. How that turned out. So that was just a couple ideas on doing that. I was gonna add in that, but no. Oop. Maybe that. Nope. That's a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So then, with this one, yay, it didn't fall over. There we go. That's why I want that. And then I'm going to come back with that silver and just outline it. Now you have to be careful with these because sometimes it just doesn't it doesn't come out looking quite right. Because these are really thick, so any fine stuff, it may not look great. But that does look cute. That turned out really nice. So just a little extra emphasis. And there's a dark one as well. So we'll just see. We'll do this one. Yeah, this is almost like a nickel or something. It's just got that little bit darker shade of it. And it looks almost more matte, if that's possible. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of nickel. There we go. It's kind of a little bit hard to see. Let me just compared to this one. Yeah, a little bit of a fun edge there. Okay, well, that's all I had today. I hope some of these were helpful and they'll come in handy and give you a little inspiration. And as always, thanks for coming along, and I'll talk to you later.